Buongiorno Bianconeri, welcome back to the channel. I'm Alberto. It's February 14th and I've got all this morning's news surfacing around Juventus. There isn't a lot in terms of volume, but there are some key things involving contract extensions and a potential coaching change in the future. And then, of course, eyes set on Nantes Thursday in Europa League that I need you to weigh in on all of these topics today. So make sure you check it out and then give me your thoughts. Let's get into it right now. All right, everybody, first and foremost, if you're a diehard Juve fan or even support another club and just want to be kept in the loop, we got you covered on everything Juventus, so make sure you hammer the subscribe button and throw a like down on this video, okay? Now, let's get to the news. We're going to kick things off real quick with a happy birthday going out to Angel Di Maria, who turns 35 today, all right? In 18 appearances, he's got 3 goals, 6 assists. Anything but a normal season so far, and I wish it was different circumstances for his time at Juventus because I've always thought he's a great player, and I'm still going to enjoy his time at Juve no matter how long it is. But I want to ask all of you how you would rate Di Maria's season at Juventus so far in terms of his performances, because he is one player that I see constant mix in opinions and feelings from Juventini. So in the comment section, drop me what you think about Angel Di Maria's time at Juve to this point. Now we're going to get to Danilo. Danilo had a great interview with Tuttosport and we've got it covered in full on Twitter, so make sure you check that out if you want all the details. But I'm going to pick out one key point that gave me 2006 vibes coming from Danilo, and that was when he said that I want to repay in full everything to Juventus, and just shining a light on how much he's enjoyed his time at Juve. And he also said during these times it's very easy to want to look somewhere else and find a solution, but I don't want to do that because he wants to repay everything for Juventus. This is an attitude that you want all your leaders to have. Gave me big 2006 vibes, and I hope that it's bleeding down into the locker room through certain guys, because come the summer, this could be a very, very interesting summer for Juventus, and I hope that that attitude and that frame of mind starts to bleed down in some of these guys, and I think you all know what players I'd be talking about. Now, the further news on Danilo is that his contract extension is completed. He is locked in to 2025 with a 1-year option. That is finalized. Now, another contract extension, the next one on deck, is Locatelli, going to 2026 with a 1-year option. So look for that to be finalized soon. Danilo's is finalized now. Now, Bonucci took full part in training today, okay? So he should be on the squad list for Thursday against Nantes. I do not expect him to start. The other news leading up to Nantes, as we all have eyes on that matchup coming up, is seeing the trident again. Will we see the trident again? The early signs suggest that we will. Now, shooting from the hip, me real quick here, I'm just going to say this, that against Fiorentina with 2 midfielders of Rabiot, Locatelli, and then De Sciglio on one side, Kostic on the other, we had large gaps there to get that trident to work. He wanted to stick with 3 at the back, but it gave you only 2 pivots in the middle, and for me, there was large gaps all over the pitch. The shift from defense to offense was not smooth, and a better team, a stronger team, would have countered us on many passing areas due to us not having options in certain areas of the pitch because of this shape. For me, Juventus must have 3 base midfielders in at all times for stability. So if you want to get your trident up top, I think we have to bite the bullet at the back and play a back 4, even though I can't find one combination amongst all our players where I feel 100% confident in a back 4. I think we'd always have to sacrifice one of those positions in a back 4 unless an outside shot, a guy like Kostic or Illing Jr. can seal things up. But I still think that we're always going to have one question mark in a back 4. But for me, the only way for Juve to continue is with 3 base midfielders for stabilization, all right? So it's either 3-5-2 and one of Di Maria and Chiesa has to deal with coming off the bench, or if you want your 3-man trident up top, it's got to be 4-3-3. That's just me spitballing, but you know the drill. I want to know what you think, everybody, so drop it in the comment section. And last, certainly not least, something else I need you all to weigh in on that's been a topic of discussion yesterday on social media. Antonio Conte. Talks have stalled with the Spurs in terms of a renewal, and apparently Juventus is keeping tabs on Conte. The return of Antonio Conte, yes or no? For me, my 2 cents is no. We need change, and change for me is no longer going to the past and try to recreate the past. I think we need to move forward with a new manager, a fresh style. First, get a sporting director, a new management team, and let them decide on a coach they want to move forward with. Another reason I say no to Conte is because his tenures seem to last somewhere around 2 seasons. Is that going to be a maximum benefit for Juventus? You can make the argument that he has an instant stimulus on teams. However, would we be better with something that could be more long term? Hey, for me, it's a no. Let's move on. But again, I laid out for you to play it out. And that's your news video today. Drop me what you think on everything you heard today, and especially Antonio Conte's return, all right? You know the drill. Like the video, okay? Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep you up to date leading up to that Thursday match against Nantes, in which we will then be live on Thursday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, getting hyped up for that match, all right? Until tomorrow, fino alla fine, forza Juve. Ciao tutti.